Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Valheim. Today we're going to be doing a guide on how to find copper, tin, core wood, and then how to make bronze. This is quite an early game thing. Is when you start looking at your metals. As you can see, we've got metals popping out there. I'll explain through all this in a moment. But yeah, one of the early things you want to do is get out of using wooden tools and start making metal tools. But to do this, you obviously need to find tin, copper, and then you need to make bronze. Which people can struggle with and get quite confused on how to make that, because there are a lot of metal recipes, and obviously early game you have to explore and unlock these recipes, so you're not entirely sure how to make them. But as you can see here, we've got a smelter. If you'll let me show you, just use this. So it won't come up, but we've got a smelter and we've got a charcoal kiln. Now to build these guys you need surtling cores, which you can only find from the crypts and the caves. Now I have done a video already explaining that, so if you don't know how to get them, go and check that one out and that will run you through how to get surtling cores. But you need 5 surtling cores for each. You could probably do without the charcoal kiln, so you probably want the smelter first. All this does is you put wood in it and it churns out charcoal for you. Now the charcoal is the fuel that you need for the smelter. You can only use coal, charcoal to turn it on and start the process. It takes 1 tin, 1 copper each to make a single ingot for each one, so don't worry about, you don't have to double up, you don't need 2 copper ore to make 1 ingot, anything like that. It is just 1 goes in, 1 comes out. As you can see, we've turned it on and it's producing tin, because that's what we've put in. I put in all tin with 1 copper ore just to show you both. So yeah, it's just going to keep popping out tin for me. Now once you've smelted your first bit of tin, your first bit of copper, it will give you all the recipes you need. Once you've done tin and copper, it will give you the recipe you need for bronze. But before we get to that, I will go ahead and show you guys where and how to find the ores. So we're going to start ahead and I'm going to go show you how to find tin ore. So we're going to jump into that and I'll see you guys in a second, and I'll explain how to find tin ore. So I'll see you in a second, guys. So here you go, guys, we're in the Black Forest at the moment, and this is where you can find the tin deposits that look like this. Very, very small, unlike the copper deposits. They're quite just shiny, grey, silvery rocks, usually found up next to water, I find, next to the sea or the river. There's like another one over here, another 2 over here, both tin deposits. Yeah, so they look like that, and you can find them in the top left, because there's 2 Black Forests, and I've searched the one near the mountain down the south, and I couldn't find any there. So if you know where any of them spawn there, let me know. I personally couldn't find any. I looked around for quite a while. Loads of copper in that Black Forest down there, but I couldn't find any tin. So if that's the problem you're having, then yeah, just go to the other Black Forest and you'll most likely find it quite quickly there. But yeah, we just found it along the coast. Only been here a couple of seconds, already found a few deposits. So they're all over the place. But yeah, they're quite easy to find. You just got to look out for these rocks next to water sources. I haven't actually found many within the forest itself. Usually just next to water is where I found it. But that's where you can find that's where you can find tin. Yeah, so here we go, guys. These are the copper deposits. Again, you find them pretty much anywhere within the Black Forests. Either one that you can find this in, I've found. Doesn't really matter which forest you go into, you can find them in both. But yeah, it just looks like this. So a lot of the time you'll find big mounds of rocks that just look like this. Half of them won't be copper deposits. In fact, I think, let's have a look at this one over here. Yeah, so this is just a normal rock. So how do you tell the difference? Essentially, when you come up to it, the first thing it'll tell you, it's a copper deposit. But not only that, obviously from a distance you might want to have a quick check. And you can tell it's a copper deposit because it has these little veins going through it, and they usually sparkle gold every now and then. As you can see here, as you're moving around it, you can kind of see just these little gold veins in the copper. Besides the obvious that it tells you it's a copper deposit, but that's mainly what you're looking for. They just look like big mounds of rocks, and then you can go ahead, just mine into it. Bear in mind, these copper deposits can run quite deep, and sometimes they can be intertwined with just stone. So it might just, yeah, so see how it goes into grass here. You can carry on mining through that grass. So you could even outline the entire thing first if you wanted. You could mine around the grass on the outsides of it, go nice and far down, and then you can get a good grasp of how deep the copper deposits actually go. So it's not just what's on the surface, it actually does go down quite deep, and that's usually, you know, a lot of that is going to be copper. Some of it might just be normal stone, and the whole thing might not be copper. As you can see, I think, no, in this case the whole thing actually is copper, so this is a massive copper deposit. But yeah, once you've broken through the top surface, don't think that that's it. Carry on going, carry on mining through that grass, and you will find loads more copper deposit. Now, one thing I would massively recommend, because mining copper takes forever. As you're mining it, you'll only get about 1 or 2 after you've destroyed an entire chunk, and it does take a while to mine a chunk. Your pickaxe will go down pretty quickly, and obviously stamina, depending on how much stamina you have at this point, it's going to take a long time. So what I'd suggest is build a little camp, even just with a little workshop and a storage facility. You've got the wood, everything you need to repair your pickaxe, maybe even a bit of storage where you can start building, storing all the copper you've mined out here. So once you've mined it all out, you can come back and collect everything you want. If you want to be quite risky, what you could do is, if you've got a smelter up, you could actually bring it over here just temporarily, and station it right next to a copper deposit so that you can smelt it as you're going. So you could mine through this entire thing and then just have it smelting behind you as you're going. So then when you're done, you can just grab the ingots and then just head back to your base. But yeah, this is what the copper deposits look like, guys. So that's both the tin and the copper, and then I'm going to show you how to make bronze with those next. Right, and these are your pine trees. This is where you can find them. And again, all of this stuff can be found in the Black Forest, pretty close together. And yeah, they just look like this. So their leaves are all the way at the top. Usually you can see them just because they are the tallest trees, as you can tell. So you can spot them from quite a while away if you're just looking up. Look for the tallest trees, and they're most likely going to be pines. But you can tell the main difference because they have long trunks, all the leaves at the top and bare at the bottom. And then, yeah, you just take it down like a normal tree. You don't need any special weapons, you just need a normal axe, and mine's gone ahead and broken there, which is fantastic, plus there's a whole load of enemies there. Can't make a stone axe either. Oh, this is going well. Let's get rid of them. And then we've got the bits of wood we need. See if we can just craft a stone axe quickly. Here we go, sorry about that, I got my axe back. As you can see, I've just switched over to a stone axe, so even if you don't have a flint one, it doesn't matter, you can still break the logs down. And yeah, you just go ahead, crack the logs like normal, and then once you break it, as you can see there, just in the corner, you get core wood, which is what you need to build the forge, and to build bronze armors and different types of things as well. You need that core wood. So you get that again, like I said, you can spot the trees pretty easily. Like you can see, they go a lot taller than the firs, so you can spot them quite far away. Nice and easy to find. But yeah, just look for any trees that don't have any leaves down the bottom, and then have long skinny trunks, and you'll find your core wood. Nice and simple. I'll see you back at the base again. Right guys, okay, so I've shown you where to find your copper, your tin and your core wood. Those are the 3 things you need to get in order to get to the Bronze Age in Valheim. So obviously you're going to need to grab all those things. You're going to need the certain cores first to create the smelter, so make sure you do that. You're going to need bronze to build the forge as well. Not bronze, sorry, you're going to need copper to build the forge as well. But once you've built the forge, you can head into it. If you've got both tin and copper ingots unlocked and made, you can go ahead, jump into the forge, and it will show you the bronze ingots. As you can see, I don't have any other recipes at the moment because this is a different world, so I haven't actually created the bronze yet. I just want to show you the whole process. Can't be teleported. Inventory full. So I just need to drop something out my inventory and craft a bronze ingot. Here we go. Look at that, guys. All of that stuff immediately. All of these recipes. We've got different types of weapons. We've got new tools, different types of armor, more and more tools, and all this stuff. New build piece. Loads and loads of stuff. As you can see, there's also a cultivator. Now, if you wanted to start farming but realised there was no real way to do it, this is what you need to start farming, guys. The next guide I'm going to do is going to be on farming. I'll explain that, and then afterwards I'm going to show you how to tame different types of animals as well. But just look at this, guys. Look at all these different things. So we've got different types of bronze armors. We've got new arrows, which are going to be even better, and all these different types of weapons and armor, guys. There's so much you can unlock by doing this. This is really makes the game a hell of a lot more interesting and a lot easier. Now, yeah, we've also got bronze nails, which can be used for construction. I haven't got any of the construction recipes unlocked yet. I'll get to that in the next one as well. I'll do another guide on the next stage of construction elements within the game. Don't worry, I will spin that forge back around. It won't stay like that forever. I will be doing some more of my playthroughs very soon. I've taken a little bit of a break just so I can build up a base and do some other bits. If you guys want to see that stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and keep it to the interesting things like going after the bosses and exploring the world. I'll leave all the construction out because I know it can be quite boring to watch. But yeah, I will be getting some more episodes of that up fairly soon, where we'll go after the next boss. At least we'll prepare and then go after the next boss and see how well we get on. Otherwise, guys, I hope this has helped. I hope it's explained your questions and how to get bronze and different metals and all the different tools within the game. If you have any other questions about this stuff, please let me know. If you've got any suggestions, tips, questions, anything like that, get down in the comments. It really helps out me and the channel. If you can just get down in the comments and be active, honestly, appreciate it so much. Every time you do that, guys, it really helps. If you like the video, that's brilliant, let me know. If there's anything you didn't like about this, let me know that as well. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you can keep up to date with all the content that's coming out. I've got different playthroughs going. I'm going to continue the playthrough on this. I've just taken a little bit of a break, but there will be some more episodes of that coming out fairly soon. Also going to be doing loads of different guides on how to do other things within Valheim as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, I really do. I'm also going to have a Discord server down in the description below, so make sure you join that and you can ask me all your questions there as well. Otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this game. Honestly, if you haven't played it yet, I seriously suggest that you check it out. It is absolutely brilliant. There is so much content to this. It is just ridiculously immersive, and all around it is really fun. Now, I don't play with anyone at the moment. I might do in the future, but I'm having loads and loads of fun playing this game. Honestly, it's pretty limitless, and it is unique. It is good fun. I'm really enjoying it. Otherwise, guys, yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, and I hope this has helped. Goodbye.